Hey, what's up guys? This is Adam with Dudes Reviews. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Eufy Genie smart speaker with Amazon Alexa. First, let's open the box and see what's inside. The packaging is well designed and aesthetically appealing. Included in the box is the Eufy Genie smart speaker, 3.5mm aux cable, the power adapter, and instructions and safety sheet. To set up the Eufy, much like the Amazon Echo Dot, you need to download an application, specifically the Eufy Home application. You use it to set up your account, join your Wi-Fi, and add your Amazon account so you can access Alexa. After the initial setup, everything seemed familiar. It works much like the Echo Dot and has roughly the same form factor. However, we quickly started noticing differences. The Eufy has the same button setup as the Echo Dot second generation with a volume up, volume down, a microphone mute, and an action button. It also has the same familiar light ring that any Echo user should be used to. Blue means it's listening and red means it's muted. However, with the Echo, the entire red ring is lit up to show you it's muted, and with the Eufy, it's just one red LED. We tested its responsiveness to the other Echo products, and at times it did seem to have a lag to it, but honestly, it wasn't enough to be off-putting. It was only noticeable because we were doing it side by side to another device. Here's us testing it next to an Echo Gen 1. Alexa, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 11:43 a.m. The time is 11:43 a.m.
Here is a comparison of the audio from the three devices.
For you, that's all right now, mama. Any way you do, but that's all right. Well, now that's all right now, mama. That's all right for you. That's all right now, mama. Any way you do, but that's all right.
As far as audio is concerned, it doesn't have great room-filling sound. However, it's not supposed to. If you're looking for good sound, you're intended to use the Eufy connected to an external speaker system. One thing we did notice that was kind of weird with the audio is that when the Eufy is responding to a request, the first second of audio is clipped. So instead of hearing that warm hello from Amazon Echo, you get more of a hello. Another hit against the Eufy is that it doesn't offer Amazon's drop-in feature or their calling feature. So the drop-in feature is where you can, within your house, drop in from one room to another like an intercom system. The calling feature is where I can call people on my contacts list that have Echo devices. In my house personally, I have 4 Echo devices, and it's wonderful to use it to tell the kids dinner's ready or to check to make sure homework is getting done. So for me, this was a huge strike against the Eufy.
Calling with Alexa is not supported on this device. You can use the Alexa app instead.
Over a few days of testing, one huge problem we started to have is that the Eufy constantly hears its wake word. So for instance, if your wake word for your Echo is Alexa and you say Alexa, it responds and listens to your request. We had the wake word for the Eufy set to Alexa and it constantly responded when no one had said its wake word. Now occasionally my Echo will respond when I'm not trying to activate it, but nothing like this. The Eufy responds every few minutes when you're in the room having a normal conversation without having said anything that sounds remotely like Alexa. It gets really annoying. This is when we stumbled across something extremely aggravating. Every few days the Eufy just locks up altogether and stops responding to anything. Voice activation doesn't work, the buttons don't work. The only thing we found that can bring it back to life is to unplug it and plug it back in. After years of having Echoes, I can say I've never had to power cycle them. So overall, we're going to have to give the Eufy a hard no. Until we can use its drop-in feature, make calls, until the accuracy of its listening technology is seriously improved, and its reliability is improved so we don't have to reboot it every few days, it simply isn't worth the $15 cost savings over the Echo Dot. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If there's any other great products you want us to check out, or if you just want to let us know what you think, drop a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more kick-ass reviews, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out some of our other videos, click the links to the right. Again, this is Adam with Dudes Reviews. We'll see you next time. Bye.